Oh yes. It is that time once again. A little bit of Red Dead Redemption 2. This could possibly be the last... well, I don't want to say the last stream. But this might be the last stream with story in it, who knows. I've been doing the epilogue for quite a while now, it seems, and I can't imagine that there'd be too much more left, but it seems like there'd be a handful of things that they'd want to kind of wrap up, so I don't know what's going to happen. But we're going to be doing some dialogue, or epilogue, I should say. There will be dialogue in the epilogue, hopefully. And then maybe a couple wrap-up things, maybe some stuff with the stranger missions that I've completed, and other. I might want to save that depending on how this stream goes, because I don't know what it's going to be like. Uh-oh. What was this?
Relax.
Is that two? Why do I got two red dots on here? Is that two cougars? That's never happened before. Oh shit, it's a grizz. He's going after that cougar too. Okay, this is gonna be really stupid, but I have to fight the grizzly bear, off of the horse. So, there's a trophy involved with it, I know. Trophy hunting, but I did say I wanted to 100% this game. So, yes, I'm gonna have to do something really stupid here. Oh boy, okay, do you have anything that will strengthen the core? I guess not, not one of these. What do I want? The explosive slug. I don't know about that. Repeating shotgun sounds fine to me, though. Okay, let's get after it. There he is. No. Come on, John, break free. You could take it. Just a little stab in the neck. Get your gun out. And there you go. Alright. I have failed that, like, right off the bat. I think if you're not hitting B, you could easily get screwed over, so... Oh wait, hold on. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to take on a cougar yet, hold on. I need to pull up my chat window because I forgot to do that. Okay. Now I'm possibly ready. Where are you? Yeah, like a cougar and a grizzly bear. Both in the same area. That's cool, right? I thought they were gonna fight each other. In fact, the grizzly went after the cougar like it was gonna attack it, but then it just kind of strafed around it, and then that was that. So, yeah. Well, the pelt isn't going to be any... Well, it actually might be good. It might be, like, mediocre. I did blast it with a shotgun, but I do like to end those quickly. If you don't have... Yeah, it's a poor one. Well, I mean, the trapper's right there. Might as well. But I could also get the animal fat from it, which is a little bit hard to come by if you're not doing regular hunting. Need to get after that cougar, too. There he is. Okay. Cougars are bad if they sneak up on you. Not so bad when you see them coming. Also... Oh, is this the custom outfit now? Shit. Alright. Gotta redo that. There, look. All better. Wounds all gone.
Easy there.
Okay, in relation to where I am, where's it? He's just up the hill. So here's what I'm gonna do. That is a perfect cougar.
Quiet, boy.
Alright, so getting the stream started off with a bang here, I guess. That's good. Anyway, my plans, if all things go smoothly, is to try and get some of the epilogue done. if it ends up taking a while, I might split something into a secondary stream. Actually, you know what? There's something I want to do that I think I want to do on its own without the epilogue. Unless there's not much story left. If there turns out to be like nothing left, then I'll probably do it during this stream. But I do want to explore some of the weirder things I've found in the game, because there's some interesting little spots, and it's nice to kind of catalog, I guess, for my own personal interests, and check out all the weird things that you could go to in this game. So I'd like to do that, and just to keep things interesting, I'd like to visit the stranger missions that I've completed, the collectathon ones, because I've done almost all of them. In fact, I've done all of them except for... Oh, there he is. It's lost for a second. Except for the cigarette cards. Now, in order to achieve 100% completion, because I looked it up, because I'm like, how the hell am I going to do this when they're all random? There are set card locations where you can pick up a full set, which I think I've found almost all of those, so that's good. And also, in order to achieve 100% completion, you don't need to find every single set, because there's like over 100 cards, and like I said, it's all at random, so it's a little bit of a pain if that was going to be the case, but it's not. So you just have to find one set, and it doesn't really need to be a specific set, but there is one set that you can get just by going to specific spots and not have to rely on chance. So I'm going to do that eventually, and I will do that on my own time. But for right now, whenever I do the whole little exploration thing, I think I am going to be doing some of the stranger missions in between that, just to keep things slightly interesting. Basically, it's just capping off what we already know is probably going to happen in most cases. Actually, some of them might end up being a little bit surprising, who knows. Ah, shit, what is this? Another grizzly bear. And I think if I saw that right, he was floating in midair. So that's cool. Yeah, let's... Sorry, John. I'm sorry that we have to put you through this, but you have to do this 18 times if you want to get the achievement. I don't know if this was like a mating pair or what was going on here. Oh god. Come on. That was a 3-star Grizz too. Not too much further where I killed the last one. In fact, it probably spawned in the same point. Oh god, alright, well. Cursed, but a blessing in disguise. Because, get that leg. Because grizzlies are not super rare, but rare enough where fighting 18 of them by hand is not the easiest thing to do. Okay, another poor one. You know, every once in a while, the buff from that trinket I have kicks in,
Hey, buddy.
and I end up getting a good graded pelt, but not this time around, I guess. Oh yeah, we can't have John looking like that either. Fix yourself up, man. There you go. Apparently with Xbox, achievements are supposed to update and you get a little progress bar next to them, but mine never does. Even though I've done this, I must have done it close to a dozen times by now. But it still says I'm only like 10% done. And that wouldn't be the case since you only have to do it 18 times. So I don't know what's going on there, but
Good use of that.
I sure hope that they are actually registering and it's slow to update as opposed to not registering, and I have to do this a whole hell of a lot more than I think I do, or I'm doing something wrong. I don't think I'm doing something wrong. Let's walk over here again. See if we have any other fun things that pop up. Okay, I think we're good, yeah. Take a little peek down here. Also down this stream is a really good spot to find cougars. And I know how that sounds, but yes. Not every time, but a lot. I come down here and I see one drinking from the stream. And that's just kind of the spot it's at. Which is good because it's unawares and you can catch it off guard, which means you could study it. Which is really hard to do if you're getting chased by one. And you can kill it pretty effectively. Because you have time to line up your shot. And you don't have to worry about, you know, getting a poor pelt. Because you gotta get like 3 or 4 cougar pelts for some of the items that the trapper makes. And for a while, that was no easy task. I had a hard time finding them, for one. And then 2, every time I did come up against one, I could never study it, so I never knew what weapon to use. I was using bows for a long time, but that didn't give me the perfect clean kill rating. And sometimes it would attack me first. You know, this is a broom handle automatic pistol. Quite nifty. Gonna just kind of do a sweeping action. It wouldn't allow me to do it the first time around. I don't know why. Maybe John was a bit spooked. God, I've been doing some of the challenges as well. I'm almost through. I gotta figure out how to do a couple things. That's gonna be like a huge pain in the ass. Like, let's see what we got. The throwing knife, I can never find a good opportunity. The 55, no, the 80, you have to throw a tomahawk 80 feet and get a kill, which I'm not sure how to do. And the 19-pound fish caught. I keep getting right below that. It's like 18 pounds and a number of ounces, but not quite 19 yet. And I've caught all the legendary fish, except maybe one that's possibly story related. I don't know. So I'm out of luck when it comes to doing that. But yeah, those 3 are probably going to be the biggest pain. Well, actually, Gambler 10 is going to be a huge pain too, because you got to get lucky. I mean, poker requires a measure of skill, but 3 consecutive victories is not a super easy feat. That's going to be a cakewalk. I don't know what comes after that, though. This, I think I only have some herbs to find in the New Austin area, and that's about it. I found all the orchids, I'm pretty sure, and the horseman one is just going to be tedious.
Okay, partner.
You just have to find and break an assortment of horses. Apparently there's one I have not found yet, so I'm not sure what to do about that. I guess I'll take a look at a list. Almost everything I've done so far in this game, I've done without looking up any guides. Which gives me a small measure of pride, I guess. But, yeah. The one thing I did use a guide for was Algernon Wasp. Is that his name? Algernon Wasp? The orchid is just, that's artificial game length inflation. I'm not a fan of it, and I was just getting tired of sort of half guessing where all the orchids were, because it was very inconsistent. So I'm like, okay, I've spent enough hours on this. Yes, hours. Trying to find where all this crap is. And I know you could look in the compendium and it tells you where they are, but then if you look at the actual locations on some of them, it's not where the compendium says they are, so it's sort of like one big lie. Yeah, so I'm like, alright, I'm getting tired of looking for this stuff, so I did look up a guide for that, just because how tedious it was. But everything else, I've managed to do all on my own. And I've done almost, like I said, all the collectathon things. Everybody is ready, I just need to go and talk to them. So we got Francis Sinclair, this guy, Jimmy Smits, no, Jeremy Gill, who's the fish guy, Deborah McGinnis, who's the archaeologist woman, Algernon Wasp, who's the flower man. I think that's it. Oh, you know what? I gotta visit, the photographer. I can never remember his name. Albert Mason. Need to do him too, but he's only available during the daytime. He's not a collectathon guy, though. He's just like a task stranger. Speaking of task strangers, the writer man, Evelyn Miller, I think is his name. I finished up the quest line with him. I think I only did, when I first met him, that wasn't on stream, if I remember right. So, I'm not too bothered about it, but basically, he just kind of went into like this insane writing frenzy. He wouldn't eat. So John, you have to keep bringing him food, basically, after he does his little forest trek the first couple times you meet him. And you just, I think I had to bring him food like 3 or 4 times. On the 4th time, you find him dead. And he wrote himself to death, basically. And he left a will and testament. John took his final book that he was writing. And after reading the will, Evelyn Miller said something like he wanted his ashes to soar with the eagles, or something of that effect. So he just burnt the log cabin down that he was in. What was all this? Like, I think that was a snake, but then something else in the background. I was worried it was going to be a wolf. It's probably a black bear. Not too bothered by them. At least they're kind of fearful of you, so at least I've never had one attack me. Okay, after all the excitement with the bear attacks and cougar killings, excuse me? What was that for? What? Why did I lose morality points? Was it because I didn't go through the front gate? Oh yeah, I discovered that, like, talking to town people, like I mentioned before, every 3 people you talk to, you get a boost, a small point boost in your morality meter. It works. It's just, I didn't know that the morale meter was, or the morality meter was, based in levels, so you have to kind of level it up. So I've been doing that every time I visit Saint Denis, and it's pretty high now. So I'm somewhat happy with the results. What is this? I don't remember them building this. Okay, but anyway, we're gonna do some story right off the bat. So we'll just go visit Uncle, see what he wants. Oh wait, he's over here. We never did talk about the barn, did we? We just went to go help Sadie, I guess for the week or so, and then came back and this was built, so that's cool, I guess. What's a chest doing in here? Nothing in it.
Al
was your holiday?
I was making money.
And to think, you call me lazy.
You've done a great job.
Well, that crew did help.
The house, the barn. Look at this place. I can't believe it. Thank you. Thank you both.
This calls for a drink.
Young miss at dancing school is taught the minuet to tread. Young miss at dancing school is taught the minuet to tread. But we go better when we've brought our four-tack to Cathead. Come bustle, bustle, drink about, and let us merry be. Our can is full, we'll pump it out, and then all hands to sea. When horn and hounds the forest rend, his pack the huntsman cheers. When horn and
Never seen
hounds
Charles so
the
happy.
forest rend, his pack the huntsman cheers. As loud as halloo when we send a broadside to Mount Sears. As loud as halloo when we send a broadside to Mount Sears. Come bustle, bustle, drink about, and let us merry be. Our can is full, we'll pump it out, and then all hands to sea. What's got at sea we spend on shore on sweethearts and our wives. What's got at sea we spend on shore at sweethearts and our wives. And then my boys hoist sail for more, thus passes sailors' lives. And then my boys hoist sail for more, thus passes sailors' lives. Come bustle, bustle, drink about, and let us merry be. Our can is full.
Oh god, everybody's on the floor.
And then our hands to see. Yeah!
John! Get out here! Uncle's gone!
He's fine. Let me sleep.
Get out here now!
Oh yeah, enjoy that hangover.
That fat man will be fine.
No, you won't. Skinner's,
You think?
of course. My guess is they went that way. But my other guess is they know we're coming after them.
What choice do we have?
None. We just gotta keep our wits about us. We know this is a trap.
Skinner's hold a grudge.
Let's go.
Hey, wait, hold on. That's Uncle's hat. We need to bring it to him. Oh wait, no, that's my hat.
Collect your stuff, let's go. I tracked them to the road. We'll pick up the trail there.
Shit. It's like we forgot about him. We should have been ready.
It happened. There's nothing we can do, except try and get him back.
We let our guards down for one moment.
Hush. Up here. You see that? Blood.
Dear Lord.
They've gone up towards tall trees.
Oh, we got a mailbox installed. I've been killing these guys for quite a while now. You figured their
We should
numbers
agree
would
on
thin.
something. If it's really bad, this might not be about saving it.
What the hell are you talking about?
If it's really bad, it might be better to stop the pain.
Jesus. You mean to...
I mean, you can live a week without a scalp, but it ain't a good week. A gut wound, you can live a month, but it's horrible. What they've done to him might have killed him already, with only hurt to come.
We get him, and we see, okay?
We'll make it his call if we can. But it may be we have to decide. Okay?
Okay. Did you hear something?
Yeah,
You think they saw us coming?
I don't know.
Guess we'll soon find out.
We'll be better off going on foot.
Okay. Leave the horses in the trees there.
Now, speaking of horses, I got a new one. Also, war horses, they do not perform any better in the face of danger than the elite, but oh well, it was worth a try.
Come on.
Oh yeah, you know what? Is that marker? Where's that marker at? Yeah. I'm gonna take that off. I made that last time I streamed it because there was like a mass grave with people with sacks over their heads and B painted on their shirts.
Up there, to the right. 2 Skinners. Look.
And I thought to go back and investigate to see if I could find anything else. The bodies were gone, and the hole was mostly filled.
Yeah.
Probably. Take one. I'll take the other.
Okay, I'm gonna take Ballsack Head. Because I don't like the look of him.
They're down. Move.
Sorry, I don't like the look of that bandana they got on.
They were waiting for us. Uncle should be close.
He better be.
Keep your head. We'll find him. Come on. Hold. Patrol to our left. Shh. Easy. Easy.
No, there's 3 of them. Ah, shit.
Hold it.
Probably just let him pass.
Let him go.
If they come from the ranch, they'll come this way.
We should have burned it while they slept.
The burning's better if they're awake for it.
He's old and sick. He won't last long.
Then when they come, they'll come for a corpse.
Alright, they split up.
He was talking about Uncle. He's alive.
Come on. They've passed. Let's go.
John, what are you doing? I didn't say to uncrouch yourself. What is this?
Hold up. You hear that?
Yeah.
Wagon. There. Dragging someone.
Is it Uncle?
No. Some other poor bastard. Let's follow. He might lead us to the camp. Stay with him.
Well, it's pretty much on him. Get closer. I don't think that's gonna be a good idea. Yep, there he goes.
Stop it.
What do you see?
He's picking up. Poor bastard's dead.
If he's walking with the body, we must be close.
Let's take him down before he gets to the rest.
Oh, I was like, where does his head go?
Take him, John. Okay, let's go. I think I see something. Uh-huh. Yeah, that must be their camp.
What do we do?
Let's get up on that boulder, take a look.
Hey, I was here before.
There, old man.
Yeah, I came and killed all these guys before. Actually, I think I came here and cut the bearhead man.
Okay, okay. I can't see much through this mist. Can you look too?
Hold on.
Wait, what is it? What? Oh, there he is.
My God. We gotta go get him.
Careful. Where are they? Where are they?
I don't care. Come on. Charles. Behind you. The surprise is over. We're here for you. All of you. Get us coming in.
Don't want to shoot Uncle, but I will if I have to.
Uncle, we'll get you. One left.
Got him, Charles?
Hold on.
I got him. There you go.
What have they done to you?
Wrong trigger.
Gotta get you down.
Leave one for me, John. I'll rip his head off.
Oh, I guess Charles got away now.
You're okay, old man.
I look okay.
You look awful. You'll be okay. Those bastards. We got him. Looks like we got here just in time. God damn it.
I'll carry him.
Alright. Son of a bitch is still around.
Got him. Because here come the rest of them. Quick. There's more of them. Cover.
Coming from the top, I better stick down here.
Down that gully.
Oh, unless they're not moving. Now's not the time to get jittery.
Look after Uncle. I got this. Oh, man. Stay behind me.
I thought there was somebody behind him. That was just a saddlebag.
Behind the tree. There, John. We're taking you home.
Shit.
Let's go. One more time, boy. Go, go, go.
A little faster.
Let's get out of this one. I'm getting.
Oh, don't let me fall, please.
Get through 'em.
I'm feeling real weird.
We're out. We ain't out till we're home. Right hard. Oh, man. How's the back?
I think it looks worse than it is.
Burns don't always heal easy.
Sure, but I think this will be fine. As long as it don't get infected. It's much better than I feared.
Hear that, old man? This could have been worse.
He's pretty weak.
Yeah, I bet. Stay with us, you old bastard.
I don't feel good.
Over here. Almost back.
Hang in there, old-timer.
Does it look okay?
No. I thought you were wearing a red shirt for a second.
I can't. My back.
Uncle? Uncle? Hey. We're here. Let's get you down. Easy. I got you. I got you.
Let's get him comfortable.
Thank you, boys.
Don't mention it.
I thought I was dead.
Don't get all sentimental now, old man. Then I'll really think you're dying. It's gonna be okay. A few days, you're gonna be just fine. You're a survivor.
Easy, easy. He'll be fine.
You think they'll be back?
Maybe, but I doubt it. We must have killed most of them. And this is your land.
Was it theirs once?
I don't think so. I met a fella said the Skinners rode down about 2 years ago. They're just angry men on a rampage, and we got in their way.
Sort of like we used to be.
Yeah, exactly like we used to be.
Maybe we should take up torture.
We got Uncle singing instead of torture. We're gonna be safe here, John. Hmm? You, your family, you'll all be safe.
I hope so. I really do. If she ever comes back.
I was about to ask whatever. We're doing something about the situation, but yeah, he wrote a letter to Abigail. I don't know if he knew the address. Maybe you just send it out with a name and hope that it gets to her. Oh, that is my horse. What happened to the braid? Huh.
What the hell?
And they got a dog, too.
You're...
You always did have that fine way with words.
You doing all right, son?
Sure, Pop. Can I go see the house?
Sure.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Give him
about the
some
doctor.
time. He'll warm up. It's quite a place you got here.
It's yours.
I figured she moved on from that,
Ours.
but yeah, I guess that's where she
I
was
should see
working.
about that boy.
Who's my new rival?
Oh, that's Rufus. He's loyal, dumb, and angry, so he reminded us of you.
That's your idea of a joke, miss?
I guess.
Come on!
Well, that's probably what I was thinking of. Yeah, she was helping some woman. It was probably maybe in Strawberry too. I don't know. Oh man. So we got a Abigail mission, a Jack mission, and then like all these stranger missions that are surrounding me. I feel like they're gonna close in, and then they all disappeared. Oh, good. Yeah, Albert Mason. He's still around. I'm always fearful that they're gonna go away, because that happened once. There was not a priest. It was a monk, or something. I think he was Catholic, maybe. I'm not too sure. But there was a stranger mission for him, and I'm like, oh, I'll do it later. And then one day it just was gone, and it never came back. So I worry. Oh, nice. Do we have shit cleaning minigame? This actually could be good though, because if I get morality boost, it would probably be better than just riding around Saint Denis and greeting people. It would give me less vertigo too, I think. It's way too much camera turning. Ever since camp was no longer available, which happened a long time ago. Like, there was still camp when you played as Arthur, but You couldn't do nearly as much stuff. There was no tasks, no helping people out. That whole time in Beaver Hollow, you just couldn't do anything. So any easy morality boosters were not attainable. Left all that behind in Shady Belle. Yeah, look at that. And now the cow can be milked. Very good. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And then you just leave it there, and somebody will come take it away one day. Very good. Okay. How are you doing? I took a look at this guy's rating
Good boy.
in the menu, and then I noticed it said, like, malnourished. I thought I was pretty regular at feeding them, but I guess not. Since then, I think he's been brought back up to fit standard.
Hungry feller.
I don't want to overfeed him, though. I would hate for him to get fat. There was a wild horse I found when I was trying to do the breaking every breed thing, and it was super fat. I thought it was pregnant, but I don't think that's something that can happen in this game. I don't know. Maybe. I know John birthed one of the foals down at the other farm that he was working at, but I feel like the random horses, they're probably not going to be doing that. Let's see what Jack's up to.
How you getting on, son?
Fine, sir.
What are you doing?
Reading and, playing with the dog.
You wanna go fishing or something?
Not particularly. I don't really like fishing.
Do like eating, though, right? Because we gotta find some food. Come on. Let's head this way to the stream.
There's a stream over here?
Okay, sir.
Why you gotta be like that?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Do you wish I was more like you?
Like me? No. But let's keep going.
Can Rufus come fishing?
Dogs scare the fish. But if you'd like him to, I guess.
So...
I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
you
He's
don't
already
care if we
going.
don't catch fish.
Yeah, I'm not very good at this.
At fishing or walking?
At talking with you. But fishing will be fun.
Sure.
Unless you want nothing but beans again.
No. I'd like to fish.
And it'll be pretty fun, I promise.
Okay.
It's fine being out with you, even though I can't say the right thing.
And you, Pop.
We should... Let's do more of this.
Sure. I mean... Yes. I'd like that.
Pretty countryside, ain't it?
I
The
guess.
smallest of the small talk.
Grass and light. There's a lot of ugly in this world, but sure as hell is a lot of beauty.
Yes.
You'll see it
Yes.
better when you get older. It's tough at your age. Just land and light. But to me, it's life. This is a real good fishing spot.
Folk always say that. And hours later, they've caught nothing.
Ain't you just the leading authority on everything?
Well, ain't it so?
Well, maybe. In this case, it's true. I hear there's some real big fish in here.
Ooh, maybe I
old
could get the
steelheads.
19-pounder.
Hard to catch, but real good eating.
Hard to catch. Get your excuses in early.
That dog of yours know he's owned by a complaining know-it-all? Come on, son.
I'm sorry.
No, you ain't. It's all right. Come on, let's fish.
Now we know what a bastard he turns out to be.
Uncle Hosea. He was the fisherman, wasn't he?
That's right.
I remember Uncle Arthur taking me, though.
Arthur taught you how to fish now, did he?
Once.
Yeah. I suppose he did.
And he went and made a
That's
necklace.
nice.
Jack. He was about as
I got
enthused
a bite. I got a
doing
bite.
it as he is
All
now.
right. Now, stay calm and start reeling them in.
Well, I guess now he's getting a little more excited,
Not
but
too fast. You want to set the hook in tight.
He's strong.
Good. Now, reel him in.
just got a
Stay
stinking
calm.
bluegill.
Give him a tug. Now reel.
I got him.
I don't think that fish is gonna be okay.
What do you think? How you feel?
I don't know. Thanks, Dad.
I told you this was a good fishing spot.
You did. Hey, my trip with Arthur, I remember now. I picked some flowers, and a couple of men showed up, dressed like they was from the city.
No one like that's gonna show up here. Thank the Lord.
Don't go saying that now. Oh, that was quick.
Where's Rufus?
I just
don't know.
flicked the rod a second ago.
Relax. He's a dog.
Where is he, though?
I don't know.
I'll go find him.
Okay.
Come on, boy.
I guess I'll just keep fishing then.
Let me come help you look.
Never mind then. Should we look in the same direction?
Snake! Rufus! Rufus, no!
It's a snake!
I see.
He bit him!
Calm down, boy. And Jack, you calm down too. Come here.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, Pa? Get the poison out! Don't swallow it!
Shut up a second.
Is it all out? Well, suck it, Dad!
Yeah. I want you ever saying those words again.
Dad! He's gonna die! He's gonna die!
He'll be okay. We just gotta get him somewhere warm and calm.
He's gonna die!
Go get the fishing rods and the fish. I'm taking the dog home. Abigail, can I get a hand?
What's going on?
Dog got bitten by a snake.
Yeah, I've heard
After him. In the
sucking the
Grab
poison
the
out isn't the greatest thing to do.
Okay?
Jack, the dog.
Of course, this is
fine.
We never should have gone
1899.
Sometimes,
I'm sure they
sometimes,
other idea that they would have had at the time would have been to grab some leeches.
but the dog,
The dog's gonna be fine.
it's okay, son.
I don't remember if he had a dog. Like, I don't remember Red Dead Redemption very well, to be quite honest. At least the little details. Nice. Okay. That one was relatively easy to get done. What's up, Charles?
Morning, brother.
You happy here, Charles?
It's a fine house. You got a fine family.
We're your family.
The hell did
too.
all these horses come from?
I mean that.
Like, are they mine? Well, that one's Charles. One of them has to belong to Uncle. Oh, and there's some cows, too. Hi. Oh, you're only 2-star. That's disappointing. You too? Did I brush them? Oh. Okay. Guess not. All's quiet in the barn. Wait, what are these black things? Oh. Man, farm life is weird. I'm not accustomed to any of this. Deliver the water around the ranch. So if I don't do this, does it just like automatically get taken care of? What if I don't want to work? Oh, there's a trough in there. With our one sheep. Hello? Oh man, all the way back there. Can't we like get a farmhand or something? Maybe they could have built this water pump a little closer. Physically move the underground water source. Do I have to do it 3 times though? I think once is good enough. I don't even know where that top one is. Oh, over there. Almost there. This reminds me of Near Automata. And did that happen on stream? I don't think it did. But there was, when you start 9S's story, he's watching a robot carry water to his friend, and you have to play the part of the robot. Or was it? No, it was like oil or something. But there's so many things that can go wrong when you're taking the oil from one spot to the other, and the robot walks so slow. And I think I like failed it like twice, and it was just getting to be a little bit much. I'm like, okay, I think I'm good on this. However, I can cancel this at any time. That little story segment, no can do. Not at that part anyway. I'm also surprised they don't make you manually pump the water. Alright, just one more. I'm expecting like a huge morality boost. I need them honor points. Taking a look at some of the finer details of what happens when you have higher honor. You get discounts at shops, and they could be pretty significant. So it's a good thing to do it.
You know, Pa, I wish I'd met your Pa.
Trust me, you ain't missed much.
I'm older than you was when he died, right?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Don't worry.
How you doing, John?
I ain't going nowhere.
Moonwalked right back to that trough. It's getting up there. I'm sure if I did a couple more of those chores, it'd probably be a little bit better. I'm just curious what all this is like. Oh, nah. I remember the hay bale stuff. What do we have over here? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, the feed bag. I'm sure someone else can handle that. Ooh, chopping wood. I've not done that one yet. Let's give it a try. Always wanted to do that. But back when we used to chop our own wood and had an axe and everything, it was a while ago. I was probably 5 or 6 at the time. Couldn't quite make the cut. Where's all this wood coming from? I thought we got all the logs. Oh, okay. Damn. Right when I got curious about it, he knew what was coming. You know, I was gonna see him pull that log out of thin air.
Hey,
Oh, good lord. Let an old man sleep.
just checking you're alive.
I need to get some shut-eye.
Okay, hold up a sec. Before I go do that, I gotta get out of this jabroni outfit. Oh, wait, no. Wait, oh, fast travel. Fast travel from the bed. That makes sense. Man, where was the wardrobe? Oh, the map is on the table. Oh, I was looking at the bed. Hmm. Oh, nice. We have a bath. I wonder if the wardrobe is in here. Oh, good, it is. Let's do... Let's see, what do we got on the horse? Both of those are fine. I found the scarecrow hat, too. It looks pretty shitty, but, I like it. Made a couple of outfits for John, too. Oh, the rancher. No. We're not doing the rancher. Hold on. Ranch time is over. There you go. It's time to be a cowboy again. Did we ever get a shaving kit? Guess not. Can't take a bath either. It's unfortunate. Be nice if you could, and then the deluxe bath would be like Abigail.
So you happy?
I think so.
And I did good?
You did good.
So...
I like how it flies. The scene is Abigail, and then it pops up a really big bastard.
You are a hard woman.
Ma! Pa! Come out here!
Sadie, you're alive. John, it's...
Sadie Adler.
Well, how'd you know she was...
I saw her. I
You
thought
look well. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
That's a cool jacket. I want one of those.
But tell me about you, darling. All armed to the teeth like that.
I'm a working woman, Abigail. I'm a bounty hunter, bodyguard. I protect the gold prospectors up in the hills. I'm thinking of starting my own transportation business. I was thinking maybe if John wanted to earn some money.
My husband, he ain't looking for that kind of work.
took on a lot of debt when we bought this place.
And you're working for her to pay it off?
Yes, sometimes I was.
But I thought we said no more of that.
No, you said that. What else am I gonna do? I'm a goddamn man.
It's legal work, Abigail. And I never got killed. It's hunting down fools for the government. Easy. Even Jack could do it.
Don't you put those stupid ideas in the boy's head. He's gonna do something better than this.
Like what? Writing silly stories?
I'm sorry, Abigail. Really, I am. I just thought if you wanted to earn some money...
How many times do I gotta bury you, John Marston?
Never. You ain't never burying me. It's legal work that I can handle.
There's something else.
Micah?
Bounty hunting is one thing, but goddamn, Micah?
I heard he was up country, or some fellow who sounded just like him. Killed a family, bar a little girl who escaped.
Leave Micah alone.
Listen, I'm sorry, Abigail. I came by because I was riding by chasing a fella, and I thought John wanted to earn some extra money.
What is it?
Abigail, we need the money.
Some fella robbed his business. You know, an accountant or something. Came down from Rhodes, I believe.
How much does it pay?
It pays good. Well, the soft ones usually do.
Okay, then. I guess. But Micah? No.
All right. John Marston, let's go.
Just you bring him back to me. You hear?
Of course.
It's either we're hunting this guy again or that was a cover.
You want to work? Let's do it. Get your horse and let's go.
I'm already on. I guess I can't equip weapons on the farm.
You ready? Follow me. We're going up into tall trees.
Hey, it's nice of you to stop by and see the place. Finally.
Abigail's back with the boy. You must be so pleased, John. And the ranch? You were right. It's really something.
I think I'm gonna ask her to, marry me. I got a ring. It was Arthur's. I found it in a bundle of things that I've kept.
You're marrying Abigail. Or asking her, at least. Oh, my. I never took you for a romantic.
No, me neither. But it's something I've thought about. And I think I know I want it.
Okay. I guess I thought you were married already. Long ago.
Yeah, me too.
No, not really. Not officially.
Well, I'm real happy for you, John. Being married, it made me real happy. We're cutting off the main track up here, by Manzanita Post.
Oh.
You know, I've been doing some bounty hunting of my own since I last saw you.
He says this every time.
Make a habit of it.
So, we're coming up on where he's been seen. This moron accountant, Marshall Thurwell, been trying to live like an outdoorsman.
Oh, it actually is an accountant. I thought this was just a cover, or potentially.
Well, they might have. Up here. Easy. Must be it. Get down. Let's take a look around. Something's been here. This
Looks like a bear
Yeah, there's a lot of those around here.
came through here.
Fella left in quite a hurry. Here. Oh, he was from the south, whoever he is.
Then maybe he's our man. If he ain't become some bear's lunch.
Yeah, looks like they went this way.
Him or the bear?
Both of them. It's that way, I'd say.
Great.
Damn it! I lost the trail. Can you see which way he might have gone?
Okay, I think I got it. Follow me.
Can I focus on that? Good. Okay, good.
Keeps going through here. Yeah, this way. There's a cabin up here.
And there's a body. Oh! That looks terrible. Yeah, let's bring out the, shotgun.
My God. Crap. Ugh, well, ain't pretty.
Oh boy. That our fella?
Ugh.
But looks more like a local farmer to me. Or what's left of one.
Is he gone?
You Marshal Thorwell?
That I am, ma'am.
I'm here to arrest you on behalf of the state of Lemoyne. You're wanted for theft, fraud, and avoiding arrest.
Is the monster still out there?
No, I think he's gone.
Come out!
Come on.
Don't shoot.
Keep walking. Come on.
I'm coming. Look out!
Oh, God. Yeah. Going through this again. This is how I started the stream. Twice. So I don't like having handguns with these things. Jesus.
I think he's gone.
Oh, not a scratch on him.
Monster.
Thorwell!
Get out here! Before I come in there and kill you myself!
I'm coming.
Pathetic. Waiting to see if that animal ate us?
No, ma'am. That weren't it.
Yes, it were. Come here. Come here. Thorwell, call yourself a man? Well, it's like Abigail says. That's one word for you.
I can't believe we didn't kill that bastard.
Gave him something to... Get back up there.
I'm not gonna leave my hat behind. Would you leave your hat behind?
You was gonna say...
Gave him something to remember us by, at least. You all right, John?
Yeah. Ah. Just... We always find a way to almost get killed, don't we?
Mm-hmm. That's kind of the problem. Maybe it wasn't right of me to bring you along on those really heavy things. A family man and all. Seeing all this, I don't know if I can do it again.
I'm my own man, ain't I? I get to make those calls. I needed the money.
You are your own man, sure. But I'm my own woman. And I get to say who I ride with. And I don't know if your ranch and your kid and your wife are things I want to be worrying about when I hear a gunshot.
Yeah.
Or a massive
fair
bear.
enough.
Wait, hold up.
Those are fine new clothes, but...
Who's this up here?
Is that... Are you Sadie Adler, man? Bounty hunter?
Get off the road!
Look, I got great respect for you professionally, but if that's Marshal Thurl there, me and my partner would like to split the reward.
For doing what? Get off the road!
Oh. I was just gonna aim my gun up in the air to scare him off, but I guess they took that as a threat. Oh yeah, let's just continue with the conversation.
You don't mess around, do you? Let's go.
I was trying to be tact.
If we didn't get him, someone else would have.
An attempt was made, I guess. That's what matters.
Cold business, ain't it?
Yep. It does require a certain level of detachment.
You ever think if it's right?
No. I just see orders on the wall, and I try and fill them. And if there's other bastards after the same orders as I am, I get competitive. It's called industry. And if you ain't noticed, everyone is out there.
Oh yeah.
I guess they are.
Competitive, murderous, it's all the same thing. You know she was gonna pull out the gun and start firing too.
Earlier, you knew something about Micah. You gonna tell me what you know?
Are you sure you want to hear about it? Ain't all that back at your ranch enough? If I find him, I will handle it.
Your bounties or transport work? That's your decision to bring me along or not. But Micah, that's something I gotta do, with or without you, Sadie. You know what I mean?
Okay. I know. Well, I'm hearing things. A lot of things. Still mostly just whispers, but I think you might be pretty close.
When you hear something real, you bring it to me.
Okay, I'll bring it to you. But you think about if this is what you really want.
I know I want it.
Here, put him down. Go on. Get home to your wife. I'll let you know if I hear anything about Micah.
You need a hand taking him in?
Him? No, I'm fine.
Sure?
Yeah, I'll send your share to the bank when I get paid.
Thank you.
You know, this talk about needing the money and repaying $55 of a dank bet, yes, a bank debt. I've got almost $5,000 right now because I did a little treasure hunting on my own time. I found like 6 gold bars, I think.
How you doing, friend?
Easy.
How you doing?
Hey, mister.
Well, who the hell
Over
are you?
here, fella.
Get on out of here! Just shut up, damn partner.
People in Blackwater ain't friendly.
Mister?
Hello, sir.
Hello?
How do you do?
Hello?
I wondered if you could ever just like step into the bank and then just repay all of it, but no, you can't. I guess it's strictly fixated on the story. Which is all well and good. I'm not opposed, but realistically, I could pay for all of the debt and then some. I could buy another ranch.
Keeping the soap sellers in business with all that hair, huh?
Alright, enough with the jokes, funny man.
What you want?
I need... What does the next step down look like? Man, it is an accomplishment to get it to full length. I think I want to keep it. Put some pomade on it, though.
Pretty nice.
John's happy with it.
That looks better.
Please, tell your friends about us.
We'll see about that.
Great. Thanks.
Well, there's something to be said for consistency, I suppose.
Okay, so... I guess there's another Abigail mission back at the ranch.
Miss Brindle,
I am good on that, thanks. What? Wasn't what I wanted to do. There you go.
Hey, partner!
Oh, wait, you know what? If I see it, I'm gonna pick it. There's some plants that I have not picked. Actually, when I was doing the whole plant picking business for the challenge, I had not. Oh shit! Whoops! I had not stepped into Blackwater or West. No, I did West Elizabeth. I had not stepped into Blackwater or New Austin yet. So I was thinking that's where the majority of stuff is going to be at. Is there something following us, or?
No one can stop us.
I know we trampled the snake, but it's over and done with. What is this?
Oh, easy.
I don't think I picked this one yet. Possibly this one either. Let's take a look. Is this blackberries? Oh, they're raspberries. I already picked that. Never mind. I think the blackberries are up in tall trees. Somebody should really fix that fence too. I can't do it, can I? No. Oh God.
I'll tell you what, woman, was a damn sight more people around.
Break lock. What?
You're just lucky I'm a soft touch. I should sling you out by your ear.
Ah, you always was a cold-hearted lizard of a woman.
And you always was someone willing to live off the efforts of others. It's walk
What?
or work, old man.
I got lumbago.
You'll have more than that in a minute.
Oh, John, tell her about my health.
Do what the lady says.
I worked my fingers to the bone building this place, Abigail Roberts.
Marston! Abigail Marston. Miss Marston to you.
Miss Marston to you.
Why you let him stay?
He's actually been pretty useful. In a useless sort of way.
Who's that?
No idea.
Friend or foe?
We'll soon find out. It's the Geddes boys.
Oh.
From Proper
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, that guy.
Mr. Milton!
Duncan!
He looked like a animatronic.
Sir, Ma found some old furniture in the attic. Pa thought maybe you folks wanted as a housewarming present, you know? They send their regards.
How kind they are. Tell your mom and pa we're very touched.
Where would you like the furniture?
Just over here. Then we can arrange. This is real kind of y'all.
You saved the ranch. Pa said this is the least he could do.
Saved him like 3 times. And I got mugged.
That's about everything.
Send your pa my best regards. Tell him he's got friends for life in me and my family.
Bye, sir.
And then we never saw them again.
I can't believe this. It's so kind.
Sure. But there's still some more things that we need to get.
How about we take a ride into town? It's been ages since we spent any time together.
It has. Let's go get the wagon.
Oh, Festus.
Okay, let's go. I feel like we ain't done nothing together like this
What are we doing now?
since,
Since forever,
maybe not forever, but a long time.
we ain't had the time, you know? We've both been working hard.
And now we got something to show for it. The ranch, this life. It's so nice, John.
I hope it'll only get nicer.
Don't hope too hard.
May I help you, my lady?
Oh, John.
Please. Yep, let's just hope we don't get mugged along the way. Yeah, them Skinners are still about.
Anything you want to do?
You said there were some things we still needed.
We can buy them from that catalog. Let's go have some fun.
I know your idea of fun, John Marston.
I ain't had a drink and, well, I left those things behind me. No, I mean, good, wholesome fun. Like, decent folk have.
We decent now?
I guess.
Well, decent or not, I still got some errands to run.
That's fun.
What would you like to do?
Maybe get our portrait took, for starters?
Portrait?
There's a fella in town takes photographs.
You want to stare at a portrait of yourself all day long? I hate to break it to you, but you ain't that much to look
Oh,
at.
jeez.
No, I want a picture of us. Me and you. Okay?
Okay, then. Sure.
Woman is harsh.
Is there anything else you want?
I don't know. Let's just walk around.
I gotta say, in the old West, you could do a lot worse than John.
By dinner time.
Uncle Jack and Charles will manage fine without you. Hell, looking after themselves may even be good for them.
They'll starve.
And that may be good for them, too. With any luck, Jack and Charles will eat Uncle.
Don't get my hopes up. So maybe you're right. We'll stay.
You know I am.
Okay, then. Portrait it is.
God, I was doing one of the challenges was to ride your horse from Van Horn to Blackwater, and that is a long distance. You have to do it in under 18 minutes, I think. So Van Horn Trading Post is over here. You gotta ride all the way across the map without touching water, so you gotta find where the bridges are, or remember where they are, which fortunately I did. And then you need to go all the way to Blackwater. Where the hell is Blackwater? Where are we? Here we are. Yeah, which I managed to do, but I got stopped twice by bandits on the road. Now, of course, all I'd have to do was just enter Deadeye mode and then shoot them in one clean sweep, but still, the little introduction thing, that took a minute off easily. I got worried. I didn't want to have to do it again. But fortunately, I think they give you a little bit of time. Like, they must know how long it takes to do that. If you're doing it perfectly, they have to give you like a surplus, like 1 or 2 minutes. What kind of dog is that? I can't pull out my gear, damn it. I don't think I've seen that dog yet. And my compendium is not fully full yet, so that needs to happen at some point. And the streets are empty.
I'll just put us here. Let me help you down.
Why are you being so courteous?
I don't know.
You know.
I'm gonna head to the Drapers for a minute. Won't take long, but I need to get some materials. You wanna come with me or wait here?
And after that, we can go get our photo taken?
Yeah, after that we can get our photo taken.
You better go with her.
All right, let's get that picture
That was fast.
taken. It means that much to you.
It does. Today it does.
You're acting kind of funny.
I am kind of funny.
A different kind of funny.
Am I annoying you?
No. I like this version of you. It just ain't you.
Well, maybe I've changed.
Finally?
I don't know. Probably not.
This guy looks just like the guy that we took into the bounty office, except the hair's a little different.
We'd like to get our photo taken.
Oh, a photo. Yes, yes, that I can help you with. Yes.
So, what do we do?
I'm sorry, what did you want?
Our portrait taken.
Oh, well, we do that. Yes, wonderful. Handsome couple, quite something, but you need a background.
Background?
Yes, we have Niagara Falls, Paris by night. We have Mount Vesuvius and its ruins. We have the open prairie. Take a look. Pick one.
Oh.
What do you think?
Let's see the others.
Okay, it's gonna take a little while. Oh wait, no, it's a little quicker than I thought.
It's dramatic, ain't it? Let's see what else they got.
This is an exploding volcano in the background. That's fun.
This is pretty.
Or spooky, maybe. Let's see everything.
Yeah, that's a little that's a little weird.
That's nice.
It's like being back home. Was that all of them?
Probably. I don't know about that one. Oh, and there's a bar.
This is a bar.
Surely there's a photograph of you in a bar already. Look, this was your idea, John. It's up to you.
You've seen all of them. Anything you like?
Oh, it doesn't rotate fully. Well, I don't think we want the bar. I'm not enough of a cowpoke to want the open prairie. That one is kind of spooky. I'm not too sure on that. And then, yeah, the exploding volcano. I don't know how tasteful that is. I think the first one is probably. It's got to either be this one or the prairie one, and I'm more keen on the idea of Niagara Falls. The first one, yes.
Wonderful. That will be simply perfect. You know, I wish I had the Congo River, but they require grass skirts. I couldn't afford them. It's just so exotic. You stay there. Make a pose.
You don't want to take the chairs away?
Feel comfortable with?
Well, this is dignified.
Try to enjoy it.
I think I'd rather be cleaning the outhouse.
Be quiet.
Thought you were a cowboy. Poser.
No, I'm a poser. I learned from the best.
That is true.
Quite a pose. You've done this before.
No, I haven't.
So natural.
I might like that one.
Particularly you, sir.
It's like there's the chairs. You might as well use them, but that's a little bit too lax. It's, again, John, it's okay, and then we're back to that
Wonderful.
one. So there we go. They look so awkward.
That might be the one.
Like, it looks natural, but they genuinely look awkward. And I like the one where, hold on. Let me shuffle my way back over there. No. Come on. Yeah, there you go. I think. Let's preview it. That's nice.
Make sure you're happy with it.
John's got to look at the camera, though. John, where are you looking, John? There you go. Okay.
John?
How's this?
Okay.
Perfect. Now, give me a minute. I'm going to develop this for
It
you.
needs to take like a week.
Wait here.
Take your time. What?
Nothing at all. Tough guy. Gunslinger.
Excuse me?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. I just posed.
Shut up. You know, you're not very nice to me.
Oh, I'm nicer than you deserve.
True.
Here. Came out beautifully.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, look at that face on you.
Be quiet. What do I owe you?
$5.
That's a lot of money.
Here you go.
Thank you. I'll see you again.
Oh, yes. He'll probably come in for a pose. He seemed to enjoy himself. Bye now.
We're gonna take a look at it?
What shall we
Or maybe
do
they're gonna
now?
show it at the end, like Final Fantasy
There's
15.
one thing I hadn't done. I've never been to see one of them moving picture shows.
Never?
No?
The one they got playing isn't very good.
Come on. Let's go do that.
You sure?
Of course.
Okay.
It's the marvel of the
Mm.
age.
I love marvels.
Okay, good. Well, let's go.
Thank you. It's real fine doing normal things.
I sure hope they have Beaumont the Burly. Because we got like the...
The picture house is just
I
there.
don't know what that is. I haven't seen that one yet. Modern medicine one is really morbid. And then there's one about... There's like the Tesla propaganda video. Or I guess it would be the Edison propaganda video.
Come in.
Thank you.
So far, all of them that I've seen have not been that great.
Something called Sketching for Sweetheart,
Uh-oh.
I think.
Oh, hello.
I don't know what this one's gonna be like.
2 tickets, please, to see Sketching for Sweetheart.
That'll be 50 cents, please.
Okay. What's it about?
I have no idea.
Oh yeah.
Thank you again.
Movie night where you just go pick a movie at random. Always ends up nice.
Isn't it incredible? It's like they're really there.
I know.
Once you've seen one of these things, then
What are you doing with that arm?
I thought you might be cold.
John.
Is this a hentai?
Ha! That's women for you.
Don't you dare, John Marston.
What? I'm watching.
Please.
Looks so real.
I thought people were like rowdy back in the day when theaters were new. Like nobody shushed you. Everybody just talked.
Stop it.
She's a piece of work.
Really?
Oh God.
Oh my. Is it over?
I think so. Come on.
That's how you did it.
Be seeing you.
All right. We better get home.
Ah, we never get out. The farm will be fine.
Farm. I love hearing that.
Let's go down to the lake for a minute.
The lake?
Sure.
Why, you finally gonna drown yourself?
What is the problem?
In a manner of speaking, I guess I am. Happily so.
You're acting real strange.
No, I'm not. Come on.
You're a silly man, John Marston.
What about Jim Milton?
Oh, he's even worse.
Let me help you in.
Like I said, mighty strange.
I like to row.
Since when? You can hardly swim.
He can't swim.
I don't plan on capsizing.
I wonder whose boat this is.
It don't matter. We'll have it back.
I hope they don't think we're...
They won't think anything. They'll think we're borrowing it.
I hope it don't got leaks or nothing.
Yeah, I saw a little water like coming through.
She's seaworthy, okay? Relax. Look around.
All I can see is a strange man rowing.
That guy?
I thought it was John
Yeah,
Marston.
he's looking a little weird.
Now I suspect he's been replaced with an imposter.
Here's good. Ain't it pretty?
I'm worried about this guy. What's he doing out there alone?
If you're asking something, just ask it.
Not just something. The thing. Wait for the right moment.
What are you asking?
Something amazing's gotta happen.
John, you can't tease me like that.
Ah, shit, fine.
Will you... Will you marry me?
Get up. I am married to you.
No, I mean proper. In front of God.
You serious?
I got this ring. I've had it for a long time. Take it.
You serious?
It would make me very happy if you would...
We've lived a lot of lives.
Let's just live this one from now on. You and me, Jack, a family, by law.
John, I didn't know it mattered to you.
It didn't. But now it does. If you think this is dumb, I'm sorry.
Shut up, you silly man, and kiss me.
Wasted too much time. Oh well. I always thought that tree was weird. It's a good marker on where the farm was, though. Oh yeah, this spot. Yeah, I don't like this spot. Okay, what do we got? Another Abigail. Is that it? No, I guess Sadie will pop in when she pops in. In fact, it might even happen now. You know how these missions go. It's labeled for one person, ends up being something entirely different. Oh shit, we got chickens? Oh, I thought that was the head for a second. I'm like, wow. Uh-oh. Hold on, I don't want the others to escape. Oh no. They have the ability to push doors open. Oh shit. Okay, well, I'm sure they'll find their way back. Okay, alright. Here, let me do that. Let me do the hay bale thing. Oh shit. I'm only gonna do one of them. Unless you need to do all four. Then that would make me really sad. There was a lot of different feeding points when you did it back at the camp. But you only had to do one. I better put it outside, because we can have like an ass load of horses now. Oh, wait, what? I'm just gonna leave that on. Man, I wanted a black horse. I found an all-black one down near the Big Valley area, but I couldn't break it. I was having issues. Okay, I'm gonna accept it as just doing a one. That's fine. The place looks pretty nice.
Love it, I truly love it. Abigail, dear, what's for dinner?
What's for dinner? Away with you, you no-good parasite. You cook.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
John, come out here.
Hey, John. Abigail.
Sadie.
Charles. I found him. I found Micah.
No.
I got a lead. One of his boys wanted for murdering a woman. Been seen drinking in Strawberry. If we can get to him, he'll lead us to Micah. But I gotta go now. You coming?
No. He's not coming.
I will.
That's your business. His business is here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll ride with you.
No, I'm begging you. No! You risk all this? For what? For Micah?
All this? Well, this wouldn't exist if it weren't for Arthur, Sadie, and all the folks as fell. If I let him go, this place ain't no more real than one of Jack's dragons.
I'm begging you.
You see him roll his eyes in the background.
I'm begging you to understand. This is it. This is...
Please.
Please try to... I ain't got no other choice. Keep an eye on the place for me.
Of course.
Please.
Let's go kill this son of a bitch then.
Come on. Let's get to Strawberry before he dries out.
Which one of Mike's boys is it?
Clay.
Which one was Kate? The big one or the little
I don't remember
one
them
with
even
the
having
rat
names.
My memory is they both had rat faces.
The little bastard with the rat face then.
Him? Yeah, he'll talk.
You're damn right he will. We owe this to Arthur.
You think Arthur cared about revenge? I'm not so sure. Especially not at the end.
He cared about stopping Micah, and that's what we're doing.
I hear you're taking bounties now.
And I hear you're building houses.
Mm-hmm. When I'm not killing old friends.
Hell, nowadays I'm almost always killing old friends. Old friends and new. Ain't that right, John?
Seems that way.
You interested in bounty hunting, Charles? My last assistant was put out to pasture.
No, that work ain't for me. I think I might get out of here. Go north. Canada. Find a woman. Start a family, if I can. I see how that life... Well, I'd like to try it.
Ooh-wee, John. You've given him the family bug.
I'd like him to try it if he can.
Would have inspired him to a life of celibacy and isolation.
You know, I might get out of here too. Down South America, maybe? It's wild, but less mean, I guess. I'd run protection for a gold mine, or take up with a handsome revolutionary. I don't know. Something. See something else, at least.
That all sounds good.
Yeah, it all sounds real fine. But we got some business to take care of first. Okay, Strawberry, this is it. We leave our horses by the bridge, then we find it.
I don't even remember there being a saloon here.
Okay, John, Charles, you take the other side of the river. I'll stay on this one. If we meet in the middle, we would have covered most of the town.
If he's here, we'll get him.
Okay, let's go.
Oh. Yeah, all right.
There. Cleek! Hey, Cleek! Little while. Shit. Stop that man! He's wanted for murder!
I'll head him off. Stop!
Can't escape us, Cleek! Ain't no point in trying.
Come here, friend.
God damn it, John. Climb on stuff. John! Oh, well, good job.
Oh, Cleek, remember us? Joe, we gonna take a turn?
Hey, we're all buddies, ain't we?
Sure, Sadie. With pleasure. Now, where's Micah?
Micah, wait! See, no. No. Hey.
Make him talk, John.
Micah! Where?
Stop.
Where's Micah?
I don't know. I ain't seen him. We fell out.
You know what? I'm bored of this. Let's hang the bastard.
What?
Good idea.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Bring him up to the gallows.
I don't know nothing.
Don't dig your heels
Wrong way,
in.
John.
Drag him over here.
Let's go!
Move it! Come on! Keep moving.
Listen to me.
Climb!
Hold on.
You heard the lady. Get up there. Move!
Come here, you bastard. Move it. Come on, move. Here, I want you stood right here. Still.
Dog!
All right, string the no-good murdering bastard up.
Let's try this again. Where's Mike? Where's Mike?
I already told you I ain't seen him.
You lie.
It ain't my fault. He tried to kill me.
Where's Micah?
Talk, or I'll pull this lever.
Talk.
No. Stop! Wait. He's up in the mountains. I think he's up in Mount Hagen. You got a whole gang now. Bad man, doing bad things. I tried to stop him from murdering that little girl. We fell out. Honest. Please, I'm one of the good guys.
Hang him.
No. There ain't no need for this.
She can do what she likes.
I can't do it, Sadie. Not like this.
Thank you, John. Nah. Come on now. You won't ever see me again.
I said hang him. As you wish. Piece of shit. Let's move on.
Where'd all these people come from?
Come on! A little rat said Mount Hagen.
There's Mount Hagen and there's Mount Sean. Is Hagen the one up in the snow? Good lord. It is. I've been up there before. There's a little cabin area. That's probably where he's at.
Hey, friend.
It's a long ride. Let's finish this.
Naka, we're coming for you.
Yeah!
Put on Arthur's
You all
hat.
ready? This pass will take us up into the high mountains.
Lead the way.
There's an old watchtower up there they might be using for a camp.
Yeah, that would be the one.
There must be a sniper. Get in cover, quick!
You lying, Charles?
John, be careful!
Where is this bastard?
Stay low! We got exposure to it! We'll move up! Rock, rock, rock! I've been wrong every time! Okay?
Jeez. How is he getting me?
I can't lose you! Get behind there!
Shit.
Okay, move it!
Son of a bitch.
Can't get him. Yeah, the cover isn't working. Oh, pff. There it goes. Maybe I'll find my own cover points.
Get down!
Son of a bitch.
Yep, I'm moving!
Or at least just go for the bigger ones.
Down! There! I'm making a run! Stay behind them, Doc! You can hit him from...
Yes, I can.
Ninja, take the shot!
You shot my... And you son of a bitch!
Okay, let's go back to Charles.
Oh, come on, Charles. You can't be dead. Where are you, actually? Oh, shit.
Here, come on! Hey, you're okay. You're okay.
I will be. Go on. Go on now. Move fast. They'll come down that hill and kill us all.
Come on, John.
I don't want to leave him.
Hey, they know we're coming now. I will be fine. I'll follow you up. I just can't move fast.
Okay.
Come on, John.
Shit. I'll see you soon, brother.
One way or another. Sure. Get him for me.
We will.
Oh, God damn it. All right.
Okay, come on.
Don't get in my way, please.
There's a camp here.
It's not big enough. Not gonna ride the camp. 20 guys. Keep climbing till we find that coward's home. Off the map.
Okay. You're right.
Oh, he's shooting at the rock.
Well, you're a fool.
It was like a trick shot or something. I didn't quite hit him. Where the hell did you come from?
Get your hands off her! You all right?
Just fine.
You don't look too fine.
Come on.
You're bleeding pretty bad. You should sit down.
I'm fine.
You're dying.
I'll be fine.
Just sit. It's okay.
I ain't dying. I ain't.
I hope not.
I ain't dying. Just go get him. I'll be fine. I just need to rest.
Okay. Charles, stay with her.
Charles, you worry about yourself. I'll be up there in a minute.
Ain't you got a habit of just showing? No.
When I got something to take care of, sure.
Just you left, is it?
Yeah. Just me. I ain't here for you. Just Micah. So get out of my way and make it quick.
You ain't getting any further than right here.
That was Joe. We gotta be close.
Wait, that's not. Where'd Arthur's hat go? Shit, I don't want to. I don't want to take that guy's hat. Some random man. All right.
Where's Micah?
Guess it's not gonna work. I would have rather no hat. At least get a better looking one. It's good enough, I guess.
Micah Bell! Up! Cheer for Micah Bell!
Got a wife at home?
Oh good, you did me a favor. Where? You. I guess this just doesn't have the range I need. I hit you in the back of the head. Come on, man.
Hello, Scarface. Did you miss me?
Not much.
Been a few years. How's that, whore of yours?
She's good. Didn't reckon I should waste my time killing you. But I felt different.
So it seems.
Well, maybe after all this is over, I'll go pay her a call. And the boy.
Whatever you say.
I got more men! Coming, John! You could run away!
I look forward to meeting them!
This guy's quick.
I'll make you rich! Real rich! I got all the money from Blackwater! Well, most of it any... Oh, John! It's just here! Come take a look!
Come on now, Micah. At least die like a man.
Hellfire. It's just like old times.
Come on. You turn around and start walking.
You got me! Just like old times. All manner of folk paying social calls.
Hello,
Dutch?
son. Mrs. Adler. It's been quite a while.
What are you riding with this loser for?
Now, John. Now. What were you saying?
What are you doing here, Dutch? Same as you, I suppose.
I'm here to
Dutch
kill
and I
Micah.
are teaming up once more. We got money. We got dreams. Join us, John. Join us.
You shot at me, son.
Left me for dead.
You started. You betrayed me. I could say the same as you.
I was trying to do my best. You just cared for yourself.
I think differently.
Join us. Join us, John.
Let her go! She ain't well.
I don't want to kill you, John.
Arthur saved my life. More than once.
Arthur's been dead a long time. This is a new century.
Dutch. Dutch. We all did our best for you. Ain't our fault. Things turned out the way they did. Dutch, killing me won't solve nothing.
Put down your gun, Marston!
Say something, Dutch. Say something.
I ain't got too much to say no more.
You shot me. You shot me pretty good.
Jesus. It's right in the mouth. Guess I had nothing else to say.
Thank you.
Don't be awkward about this, John.
You okay?
Fine.
You're crazy.
I hope so. Help me up.
Let's go get Charles.
There's money. Lots of money. In the cabin. It's Blackwater.
I'll go see.
Hurry up. I got a wedding I want to go to.
Yeah, Dutch just left this? Holy shit.
Jack, Uncle, come out here!
Okay, I was worried about Charles.
It's over, Abigail. It's all over.
I'm going to where the sun burns and the heat stays in command. Come and lay by my side, right here.
Okay, I thought that was it. Holy shit, okay. Well, I assume there's gonna be like some post-credit scene or something. Here we go.
It seemed to make sense when Brother Santo said, "Oh, one more run be enough."
Okay, maybe we're just gonna a little bit of scenes here and there. Well, that would seem to be it for the story. I can't imagine that after completing a two-part epilogue that's fairly lengthy that there'd be much more after that. Outside of, like I said, maybe like a post-credit scene or something. So we'll just wait through the credits for that and see what happens. Oh, okay. This is what I thought it was going to be, but I guess we're going to be doing it during the credits.
I can't stay no more. Come and lay by my side, right here. Red, I need you in the world. When I see you behind the glass, I forget that I'm in the cage. They bring me to Sunday Mass, but it never wiped the rage red.
Alright, well. I mean, what can I say?
7 months gone and 7 years to go.
Feels like I've been playing this game for 7 months. Oh, it's been a while. When did it come out? Like early November or late October? And here we are in December. And I finally finished up the story. I know some people did it a lot quicker than I did, but I was drawing it out for a while. That feels like a fitting amount of time. And there is not too much else for me to do outside of just some stagnating 100% completionist stuff. And I will be doing it. I will be doing most of it on my own time, but it'll be done regardless. So I'm not quite done with it yet, but my goodness, I'm glad I got to stream most of the story. It's been quite a while. Probably not the longest game I've streamed, though maybe considering the hours, but I think that still might go to either Mass Effect or Skies of Arcadia, one of the other RPGs I played. But this game is long. It's a long, long game. And there is no shortage of things to do. What a great story, though. I was very enthralled when it came to the story of this game. Look at Sadie. It's like grabbing her ribs, but she still wants to dance. Yeah, and I will be doing Red Dead Redemption, the original, or yeah, not Revolver, but Redemption. I'll be streaming that soon-ish. I might push it into next year, but I mean, that's only a few weeks away. We'll see what happens. If I happen to get it sooner than that, then maybe we'll start it up during the holiday season. But it's gonna be tough going back to that one, especially from a narrative standpoint, I mean, this game really outdid itself as far as the writing goes. And, you know, when I think back at Red Dead Redemption, you know, and some of the plot points, it doesn't quite reach the depths of this game, but it's still pretty good. I think for that one, it's much more of a kind of play. Who's this? Ross and what's his name? Well, it's Ross. I wouldn't call it a parody necessarily, but it's more heavily reliant on themes and tropes borrowed from spaghetti westerns. Whereas this one, you know, I could see the inspirations. I talked about it before. It's got inspirations going back to The Searchers and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. You know, various forms of Western media, but I feel for the most part, it's kind of like its own thing, and it's kind of sort of what Red Dead Redemption was lacking. Everything kind of felt a little bit more two-dimensional in comparison to this. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but you know, it's gonna be a change of pace, let's say that. But I think it'll be good to revisit Red Dead Redemption 1. Especially after this game, considering this is a prequel. But what a time I had, and now it's gonna, you know, once I finish this up, probably within the next couple weeks, it's gonna be different. This is one of those games that I was waiting for a while, once I heard it was finally coming out. Oh, Uncle. And, for me, it did not disappoint. It's always kind of hard to tell, you know, when people ask, what's your game of the year? What was your favorite? This one, I would definitely say is a front runner. I know a lot of people had issues with, controls and whatnot, but I get used to it. They're not even that complex once you start getting into the game, so I've got no complaints as far as that. I haven't found any major issues with it. You know, it's got a couple glitchy things here and there, but nothing for me to complain about. I know some people have had other experiences apparently, but sometimes I feel people go out and look for that kind of stuff. And in their case, they think it's more fun. So, I guess more power to you. But yeah, I don't know, it's kind of hard to complain about much of anything for this one. And normally, with games like this, I'd say, just let it sit for a little while. But, I mean, you know, I've been playing it for a month and a half straight, it feels like. So, I feel like it's set long enough. There's not too much that I can complain about, so. But it was very fun to play. It was very fun to stream. And I think we got one more out of this coming soon. Maybe sometime this week I'll try and do it. We'll see what it allows me to do. I'm kind of hoping that the stranger missions are still there, and I'm not going to have to, like, go back to an old save. But if I need to, then oh well, I guess. But next time I play this, we're gonna check out some of the weird locations in the game, and maybe go back to some of the old saves that I had for some of the events, I guess you could call them. And then we'll wrap up with the stranger missions, see what some of the collectathon stuff was all about, how those all wrap up, and then that should be it. Then it is gone for good until I need to replay it, which I think I'll be good on for quite a while. trying to think when the original Red Dead Redemption came out. When was that? Was it 2013? Let me see this. Because it's like that game was... It felt like it was just as long as this one. I'm not too sure if it actually was or wasn't. But... You know, after playing that full thing, I've only played the game once, but I felt like that was enough. Not even. 2010, so there's been a whole 8 years that have passed since I played that. Almost a decade, my goodness. Well, I'd say it's about time. I guess I'll probably play Red Dead Redemption 2 again when Red Dead Redemption 3 comes out, so... We'll see if that actually ever happens. What? What's going on? Why did that happen? Space Cadet Pinball. What? I guess this is kind of covering how events led up to Red Dead Redemption 1. I was kind of wondering if we'd see that, or... Nah, they're not going to show it, because you'd have to free roam after this. It's not like, you know, they go and kidnap Abigail and Jack, and then, like, oh, time to explore the West. What if they just let you play Red Dead Redemption from here on out? And that's why this game was like 100 gigabytes. Actually, considering that this is like 4K resolution and all that. I'm sure as big as the game was already, that's probably gonna lead up to all that. Apparently you get up into Mexico, it's modeled and everything. There's just nothing to do over there. I wanted to try that out myself and see if I could do it. My guess is you could probably just grab a canoe from somewhere and paddle your way out, unless there's some kind of like strong current or sharks that kill you. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering who one of the other girls was that they showed. I guess that was, I can't even, Mary Beth, was it? She wanted to write, so she was writing. And then Tilly, I guess, got a husband, had a kid. Did I miss an? I was looking up Wikipedia for a second to see a date. I feel like I might have missed something else. I thought it was just another clip of Ross, but maybe not. Maybe in Red Dead Redemption 3 you could play as Jack. That's what everyone wants, right? Who would you play as in the post game? Jack gets like really harsh in his adult life. I felt he was worse than John, but you know, they always say that John was a vile man prior to Red Dead Redemption 1. Seeing him in here, he was one of the more tamer people in Dutch's gang, I would say. I mean, sure, as a group unit, maybe they all committed atrocities, but I don't know, Dutch was the worst of them, and it wasn't even that bad. Yes, he burned down an old woman's house and let her go in there of her own accord to get burned as well, but you know, that wasn't his fault. Yes, he fed a man to an alligator, but oh yeah, there's Mr. Pearson. Was he not deserving of being eaten alive by an alligator? You know, the funny thing was, oh, you just keep that up there? I don't think that's a good idea. The funny thing was I wanted to rob a store, and I was closest to Rhodes, and I'm like, all right, well, let's go rob this one because I wanted to see if it would count towards the challenge where the bandit challenge where you would have to rob a certain amount of money from people, which robbing stores doesn't, by the way. It kind of sucks. But anyway, I went in there like mask and gun in hand, and then Mr. Pearson was there. I'm like, oh shit, it's Mr. Pearson. And you can't pull the gun on him. And he starts complaining when you got the mask on. And then you take the mask off. He's like, God damn it, John. That's exactly what he said. Just like old times. There was no friendly reunion, though. Looks like, I don't know, are they up to Blackwater yet? These guys are persistent. Why are they so much on John's case, though? There's other people still around. Skip it, but I don't want to miss out on like the little scenes that they put in here. I was like, that's not Trelawney, is it? Who was that? I'm curious to test the online out. Actually, I don't even know if I have access to it because it's still in beta, right? Like, what are the requirements for doing that? But even if I was allowed to play the beta, I'm kind of on the fence. I don't really want to pay for Xbox Live. If they have like a trial period or something, I might give it a try, but then would I want to try the beta? Or would I just want to wait for the full release? I hear it's pretty grindy, like there's some economy problems like there is in GTA 5, where you have to grind for money. Of course, in GTA 5, the whole point for that was so you could buy the shark cards, spend money on that, and take a shortcut. I don't really remember that being the case in the original games, the first games. Online mode. So I just had a few guns with me. I remember you could buy horses and mounts, like an ox or a zebra. It was weird, but that wasn't necessary. That was just aesthetics. When I got into combat situations with other people, I could still hold my own. I didn't need to grind for anything. In fact, I got that trophy Kill a Rockstar. Like one of the higher rated players in the game. I managed to do it with just like a repeater. So it couldn't have been all that bad. Wish there was a way to skip to the next scene. I respect credits. After the end of a movie, I usually sit through, even at the theater. See some of the weird names people have. Of course, nowadays, I guess they would do like this. Oh yeah. Where they put scenes in the middle of the credits as opposed to right at the end. Oh, she actually made her way all the way up that mountain, huh? I rejected her on the second mission. I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be helping out finding your dad. You can mosey on. Cause I said it. I said when we did that first one, rescuing her brother from the cult. I'm like, if she comes back, I'm gonna say no. I don't care. Cause I think even Arthur said if he's gonna get roped back into it, and I'm like, I'm gonna prevent that. So that's actually a mission I missed. I'm not sure. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure there's a way you could go back and repeat missions. Maybe it happens after this, when you get back into the world. Because there's no sense in doing like this metal crap for the missions and then not giving you the requirements until after you complete it. So I would assume so. So maybe we could go back and do that. I don't know. Even though I myself probably wouldn't be a fan of it. It's just gonna be some tedious fetch quest or rescue mission. You just threw it at him. Yeah, not today, but someday. You know, when Milton was at the beginning of the game, I could have sworn it was just the same pair of people. I'm like, damn, these people have been living a long time. So when Milton died, when Abigail shot him, I was like, oh, that took me by surprise because I could have sworn it was the same guy in the first game. They kind of look the same. They dress the same. They got this little bowler hat, very strong cheekbones, sort of gaunt looking a little bit. Maybe it's his son. I don't remember the other guy's name. I remember Ross. He never really talked though, did he? Ross did, not the other one. Well, in this game, Ross didn't talk, so I guess it's just what happens when you get older. You become more talkative, and then your underling is the silent type. Gotta put an end to that cycle eventually. That's why they need a third game. We gotta kill that one guy that didn't get killed. The one Pinkerton. Actually, were they even Yeah, there were Pinkertons. There were Pinkertons in this game. I don't know if, like, he moved up. I feel like in the first game, Ross was FBI, but now I don't remember. Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. Wolves. If I open this up, oh, that pauses it. Alright, never mind. It's not like in PlayStation. Kind of wanted to look at the trophies and see what I had left. What was that name? Kitty. It was like Kitty-Kwan Pukamuckle. So many people. Oh, hey, is that Rain's Fall? I'm kind of wondering about him. You know, there's a few people I was wondering about. It's kind of one I'm hoping things don't change post credits. Because I wanted to go visit a couple locations and see if anything happened. In fact, I know something happens in Saint Denis at least, because I went into one of the theaters as John, and he said that he was there to talk to... I guess I didn't do that particular stranger quest on stream. There was one where you meet a troupe of performers, and no, it wasn't the animal guy, it was another one. and then you get them all back because they split and they've got their issues with each other. Arthur brings them together, and then they go to Saint Denis to perform, and I guess they're still performing there, 7 years later when John comes back. But I went to the theater and he said he was there in behalf of Arthur to meet him. And I'm like, wait, I will do that later. So that got me thinking that there's probably other people out there that you can meet up with that Arthur helped along the way. And I don't know, is John just gonna be there to deliver the sad news, or to get anything out of it, or something else? I'm not too sure. Look at all this voice talent. But I wanted to go check up on the widow that was up in the Grizzlies that Arthur taught to hunt. I wanted to go check up on the not Tesla man, the professor that was kind of up in the same area, see if his robot ever came back. Or automaton, excuse me. That was probably all I had in mind, but there might be other people out there. I don't know. Might be worth checking out a few places. Maybe step into Pearson's shop without trying to rob him. Maybe there's a different interaction. I tried to interact with him there, but he wasn't having any of it. Oh look, this must have been in the update. It's the cast of Red Dead Online. I haven't even played that. No need to see this. I'm just here for the additional scenes. So I think there still is a couple things that we can do. And I could probably knock it out in one stream too, so it's not going to be anything overly lengthy, but yeah, there's more to do. Even if it's just a little bit. Okay, since we're in the scrolling credits, I got a feeling like there's not going to be any more scenes. So maybe skip.
Since you bought this millstone around our necks, we better try and keep this place going.
I paid our debts with that money.
I don't want to talk about that money. And no more of that.
It's over, Abigail.
I'm sure. Then get to work on this ranch you own, and raising your boy.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you...
Are you being sarcastic, John Marston?
Me? Never.
Good.
Anyway, I thought you liked this place.
No, John, I don't like it. I love it. It's home.
Okay, then.
Hello, Mrs. Marston.
It ain't my handsome husband.
Well, here we are. Oh, hey. They got a silo. What do we... I don't like this spot. Why do we keep coming up here? Okay, so... let's see. This is still all active, hopefully, maybe. Oh yeah, I found all those dream catchers too. It only led you to an ancient arrowhead. I think it said something like it gives you more stamina when you're using the bow. I wasn't like too ecstatic about that one. I was like, wow. Wow. I found all that for not much. Okay, everything is still here. So that's good. Even this guy and the mission thing said, I'm gonna be leaving soon, so hurry back. And it's been like a year. So, a good thing he's still there. Alright, well, that's good to know. Now I won't have to go back to an old save in order to do that. In fact, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna... Okay, I guess I can't save. Never mind then. Anyway, I am going to stop the stream. There's no more story, and now there's no more stream. That's not that simple, is it? But we'll come back to this. Like I said, do the extra little bits, find some weird stuff to gawk at, and then finish up those stranger missions, see if they have anything of value from a narrative standpoint. But very good game, very fun, and it's not quite over yet, but for the most part it is. So I was very happy to play all of it, or most of it, on stream. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, appreciate it. I will be back probably Friday, and maybe we'll do Spyro, or maybe we'll do this, I don't know. But anyway, until then, have a good night. See you next time. Take care.